How could these two things have anything in common? This is a Skinner box, and it's used to study a mouse's behavior. When the mouse pushes the bar, it sometimes gets food. Other times, it gets nothing. The mouse eventually learns that when it pushes the bar, it might receive food. So the mouse pushes it and pushes until it receives food. This relates to our use of social media, because the principle behind them is the same. When we are scrolling on social media, we go until we get the reward of finding an entertaining or funny video. Because our social media is tailored to us, we receive dopamine on most videos we watch, and even through every like and comment. How often have you gone into a restaurant and seen an entire table on their phones? We are addicted to our phones because it is a source of the feel-good chemical dopamine. With social media being used by so much of the world, it clearly has a large effect on society. Today, almost 5 billion people are on social media, and TikTok alone has 1 billion users and counting. But how does this affect our brains and our daily lives? 5 to 10% of users struggle to control how much time they spend on these apps each day. Although it's a psychological addiction as opposed to a physical addiction, brain scans of these people show similar impairments as those that struggle with drug and alcohol dependence. Because social media provides immediate rewards with such little effort required, your brain begins to make you desire these stimulations more and more. After each interaction, your brain begins to crave more. Some even struggle with phantom vibration syndrome, where you think you heard your phone buzz, but it really didn't. Social media also triggers the brain's reward system to release dopamine, the feel-good chemical. Scientists have found that more dopamine is released in people's brains when talking about themselves and their own views than when hearing others. This is why Twitter is so popular. Around 80% of social media communication is self-involved. The average TikTok user spends 1 hour and 30 minutes each day scrolling. Dopamine is the core principle of these apps and keeps the consumers coming back over and over. The shares, likes, and comments trigger your brain's reward center, which ultimately leads to addiction. After hearing this, why would people still use social media? And if they are conscious of this, why do they keep coming back? The majority of people on social media do not understand the controlling effect that it has on them in their lives. When someone goes on an app like TikTok for an extended period of time, they receive so much dopamine by watching videos that are tailored to them that they expect that dopamine to be there constantly throughout their lives. This is why they always come back. Social media has become an integral part of our daily lives, and it has had a profound impact on our society. While social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and others have connected people around the world, they also have some negative effects. One of the most positive and significant effects of social media is its ability to increase connectivity between people. Social media has made it easy to connect with friends and stay in touch with family members no matter where they are. However, social media can also have some negative effects on our brains and our mental health. One study showed that these apps can lead to a phenomenon called social comparison, where people compare their lives to what celebrities or their friends post. Another significant effect of social media is that it can adjust to your liking. These apps collect various amounts of information based on your activity and interaction with the posts that they give you. However, one of the most noteworthy effects of social media on our brain is its impact on our attention span. The apps are designed to be addictive, with features like endless scrolling and notifications. As a result, many people find it challenging to concentrate on tasks that require lots of focus. Research has found that the blue light emitted by your phones can make it so that we have a harder time falling asleep. Although social media has so many negative effects, it's also important to understand that there are so many positive ones too. Heavy social media use can lead to a profound impact on your emotional well-being. One study found that in most users, social media increases their feelings of anxiety and of stronger emotion. We stop scrolling long enough to take it in, and then it's right back to more scrolling, so we can find the next post that gives us that same feeling. Social media was made so that you could scroll forever and never run out of posts. When you interact with these posts, You're providing data to these companies, and eventually the app becomes tailored to us. This isn't necessarily bad, but it leads to us to spend more time on social media than we really mean to, which is the app's ultimate goal.